Taming our toddler brain is a really great tool for helping to calm the nervous system, and it's a way for us to respond to symptoms and sensations in our body and in our brain in a way that helps them to calm down, in a way that helps the brain to realize that we are safe and that it is safe to be in this body right now and in this moment right now. So when we talk about calming the toddler brain, it's about recognizing that there is a part of our brain that is stuck on high alert, and it is centered in the limbic system. Limbic system looks like this. It's right in the middle, just above your brainstem. But it's also recognizing that your brain, especially this part, not just this part, but all of it, doesn't speak English. It speaks in physical symptoms. It speaks in panic and pain and anxiety and fatigue when it's scared, just like a toddler. This is why we can call it the toddler brain, because the responses are the same as when a small child is finding life really, really difficult. So when we talk to the toddler brain, if a child is terrified of the dark and it's screaming that there's a monster under the bed, you don't stand in the door and shout, "Shut up. There is no monster. Stop screaming. Go back to sleep." Because that response would only terrify and prove to that poor toddler. So if we think about the toddler as your nervous system, to your nervous system, that there is danger in the room and that indeed your bedroom in the dark is a dangerous place. What we would do is we would go and sit on the edge of the bed and we would say to that child in the softest, most soothing voice, "It's okay." We might turn on a nightlight. We might calmly and confidently lift up the bed covers and show that there is no monster under that bed. That child, that toddler, is completely safe. And this is exactly how we want to treat the limbic system, our brain, when we have some symptoms when it's throwing symptoms at us, because it is throwing symptoms because it is terrified. And there are different ways that we can do this. Symptoms can look different to our toddler. So it might be that your toddler is one version of you or a version of someone or something. But when we have symptoms, our symptoms can actually look like lots of different things, especially if we've got a lot of different symptoms. And if they just look like one thing, that's fantastic, because actually you know how to access them and talk to them. But if you have a lot and actually you might be thinking that they do all look different, we can think about Carden Rabin's Inside Out. He uses Pixar, which is fantastic. So what we can do is we can start to look at each of these symptoms, because the ultimate goal to healing is to recognize that we are safe, that our brain is trying to talk to us. It is trying to send us messages about something it thinks we are afraid of. It thinks it needs to be scared of, something that it is trying to keep us safe from. And when we can, each of those symptoms represent something it is trying to keep us safe from. Okay. So if we can meet those symptoms as they are, and if we can show those symptoms love and kindness, and if we can give those symptoms space to be heard, we start to lower the intensity. And the more we practice that, the more we get to a point where there is no intensity anymore. It's just us, and we are back living in a way that we want to live. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and meet our symptoms in a way that feels safe, in a way that doesn't feel scary. So for this practice, especially if you are having a lot of symptoms right now, I would recommend picking one that maybe isn't the most intense, okay? But you can meet the intense ones too. It's entirely up to you, because you are completely safe to do this. You've got your inner parent. We can use we're going to use our inner parent voice now to talk to each of our symptoms, okay? So if you haven't done the inner parent piece, maybe go and have a look at one of those videos first. Okay, so as always, deep breath, exhale. We're going to close our eyes or just have soft eyes at the screen, okay? Because what we're going to do is we're going to bring our attention to a symptom. any of the symptoms you're struggling with. And I want you to invite them into the room. I want you to use your parent voice to say hello with so much love and so much kindness, because we are just being curious. We are meeting someone for the first time, and we know that they're not trying to hurt us. They're just afraid. So we're going to say, hello, symptom. Would you like me to come and sit with you? I promise I'm not trying to push you away. I want to find out more about you. And instead of pushing it away, I want you to see what this sensation looks like. If it were a cartoon character, what would it be? Don't overthink it. Trust the first image that pops up. Is it a fuzzy monster with big eyes? Is it a frantic robot with really heavy shoes? Is it a giant immovable rock that doesn't want to open its eyes? Or is it a kitten hiding under a desk? It can be anything. Something that you are not afraid to look at. What colour is it? What is its name? What is its job? For example, is its job to keep you safe inside the house and make sure you never leave because people are scary? What is it trying to do for you? And now we're going to pivot. I don't want you to look at them with frustration. Can you look at them with the eyes of a loving parent instead? Ask it, hey little guy, I see how hard you're working to keep me safe, but you can stand down now. I've got this. I know how to keep us safe, and I know how to listen to you. And just notice what happens to the character. And there's the gong that tells us we are safe. Keeping it in. I always keep my gongs in. Does it go to sleep? Does the character deflate? Does it drop its shoulders? Is there a difference in your body when you stop fighting this part of you and start parenting it? And breathe, just noticing your body if there's any difference. And if there's not, that's okay. This is a practice. The more we practice meeting ourselves with safety and our symptoms with safety, the easier it becomes. The more we practice using a loving voice to speak to ourselves, the easier it becomes. And it doesn't matter if you haven't got it right now. You will get there. And you can say to this gorgeous little character, I'm going to get this wrong sometimes. And that's okay too. Because we are safe. I know we are safe. I've got this. And I will do my best to listen to you. Now that I've met you, it will come back and meet you. So you're not so lonely. So you're not so afraid. So you don't have to feel like you're doing it all on your own. I am here. Now we're just going to do 3 deep breaths. If you feel like you can give your gorgeous creature a hug and a kiss. Tell it that you'll see it soon. I'm going to do 1 big deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to wiggle our toes, wiggle our fingers, bat our eyelids open, come back into the room. Your little yous are okay. We are safe to meet our symptoms. They don't want to hurt you. They are trying to keep us safe. And the more love we can show them, and the more ways we can find to meet them, the easier it is for us to start to have that conversation and to start to practice those practices that will keep us safe and keep us well. Well done. We need to lean into the joy. Let's be joyful. Let's meet ourselves with love. Let's meet ourselves with kindness. You've got this.